The state of Minnesota, along with the cities of Minneapolis and St. Paul, is suing the federal government. The goal? To stop what they call an unprecedented immigration enforcement surge ordered under President Donald Trump.
The deployment of thousands of armed, mass DHS agents to Minnesota has done our state serious harm. This is, in essence, a federal invasion of the Twin Cities and Minnesota, and it must stop.
No! No! Shame!
The legal action comes after the fatal shooting of a Minneapolis woman, Renee Nicole Good, who was killed by an ICE officer earlier this month. She was 37 years old, shot in the head while driving her SUV. In response to that shooting, the Department of Homeland Security deployed more than 2,000 immigration officers into Minnesota. According to ICE, more than 2,000 arrests have been made in the Twin Cities alone. ICE is calling this its largest enforcement operation ever.
This appears as an attempt to kill or to cause bodily harm to agents, an act of domestic terrorism. The ICE officer, fearing for his life and the other officers around him and the safety of the public, fired defensive shots. He used his training to save his own life and that of his colleagues.
But state and city leaders say this operation, called Operation Metro Surge, is illegal.
We are asking this federal government to stop the unconstitutional conduct that is invading our streets each and every day.
The lawsuit argues the crackdown is arbitrary and capricious, claiming other states are not seeing anything close to this level of enforcement. But the Trump administration says the operation is about combating fraud, but Minnesota officials push back. They say ICE agents do not have the expertise to police government benefits or fraud cases. And more seriously, the lawsuit claims Minnesota is being targeted for political reasons, which they say violates the First Amendment. Tensions on the ground are also escalating. On Monday, federal agents fired tear gas at a crowd of bystanders in Minneapolis. The crowd had gathered after ICE agents rear-ended a civilian vehicle just blocks from where Renee Good was killed. People blew whistles, shouted at agents, and screamed "cowards" as officers drove away. Minnesota Governor Tim Walz and his wife Gwen visited Good's memorial over the weekend. Walz has strongly criticized the federal government's version of events.
We do not need any further help from the federal government. To Donald Trump and Kristi Noem, you've done enough. There's nothing more important than Minnesotan safety. I've issued a warning order to prepare the Minnesota National Guard.
The Trump administration continues to say Good and her vehicle presented a threat, but videos of the incident have cast serious doubt on that claim. Meanwhile, similar confrontations are emerging elsewhere. In Portland, Oregon, federal agents shot 2 people, including a Venezuelan national, after authorities say a pickup truck struck a Border Patrol vehicle. There is no video of that incident, unlike in Minnesota. As protests spread across the country and lawsuits move forward, the core question remains: has immigration enforcement crossed a legal and moral line? And who will be held accountable?
Subscribe to One India and never miss an update. Download the One India app now.